Steve Matthews with Bloomberg. You mentioned at the beginning of the press conference that the committee felt it might be appropriate to slow the pace of asset runoff fairly soon. I'm wondering, when you say fairly soon, does that mean that the committee would meet about this again in May and a decision could be reached that soon? And I was wondering if you could also just describe the scope of what the committee is discussing here. You're at $95 billion of caps right now. Would that be cut about in half or something in that nature? Thank you.
So that is what we're discussing essentially is and we're not discussing all the many other balance sheet issues. We will discuss those in due course. But what we're really looking at is slowing the pace of runoff. There isn't much runoff among MBS right now, but there is in treasuries, and we're talking about going to a lower pace. I don't want to give you a specific number because we haven't had an agreement or a decision, but that's the idea, that's what we're looking at. And in terms of the timing, I said fairly soon. I wouldn't want to try to be more specific than that, but you get the idea. The idea is, and this is in our longer run plans, that we may actually be able to get to a lower level because we would avoid the kind of frictions that can happen. Liquidity is not evenly distributed in the system, and there can be times when, in the aggregate, reserves are ample or even abundant, but not in every part. And those parts where they're not ample, there can be stress. And that can cause you to prematurely stop the process to avoid the stress. And then it would be very hard to restart, we think. So something like that happened in 19, perhaps. So that's what we're doing. We're looking at what would be a good time and what would be a good structure. And, fairly soon is words that we use to mean fairly soon.
And will there be a discussion about returning to an all treasuries balance sheet at some point?
So that our longer run goal is to return to a balance sheet that is mostly treasuries. I do expect that once we're through this, we'll come back to the other issues about the composition and the maturity and revisit those issues. But it's not urgent right now. We want to get this decision made first, and then we can, when the time is right, come back to the other issues.